Hi everybody, and welcome to Spotlight. My name is Candice, and I'm going to show you now my CV on a slide. So, as Lynn said, I am a practicing lawyer. I've been in the legal profession for 12 years now and worked with a number of household brands. And I'm now studying my MBA at Melbourne Business School. So, you may be thinking, lawyer, commercial law no less, MBA candidate, seems like a bit of an odd fit for the Wattle Fellowship, which is all about sustainability. Well, before I was all of those things, I was also a little girl growing up in a beautiful self-sustaining homestead in the hamlet of Mountain River Grove. Here's me and my brother in the hay barrel growing up. It was a really idyllic location to be growing up in, and our parents really fostered in us a deep sense of connection to nature and the environment. But then growing up and becoming a lawyer and working in big cities like London and Singapore and Melbourne and Sydney, I sort of lost that connection a little bit. That was, of course, until something came and really fundamentally changed my life and probably the lives of many people in this room. Rona. Remember that one? So suddenly I was confined to my apartment and I was walking up and down the Maribyrnong River Trail every day, and it was really that moment of outside nature beauty that was getting me through, and I'm sure it's the same for a lot of you if you reflect on 2020, 2021. And I realised during those walks that I wanted to do something with my life that aligned a little bit better with my values, and particularly this, really inherent visceral value that I had around environment sustainability. And so that's how I actually came to the Wattle Fellowship. I enrolled in the MBA program hoping to learn about management and the role that sustainability fits within that. And I was sort of surprised to see that there wasn't a huge emphasis or really content around the role of sustainability in business. And so that's why I decided to put my hand up for the Wattle Fellowship, and this program's given me a fantastic opportunity to really explore nature connection science and how we can envelope that, I guess, in the student experience and ultimately within the MBA itself. So I'm going to ask you a question now. I'm going to ask for a show of hands. Of these two environments, which would we rather be working in? So for the 100% of you who selected option B, the science actually supports you fully in that choice, and that's for good reason. When we spend time in nature, and particularly wild natural environments like this beautiful environment you see on the screen here, that really lowers our stress. So our cortisol drops by about 20% once we spend 20 minutes in nature. It also improves our mood. So being around plants, we get access to serotonin, oxytocin, and endorphins, which are really great for your mood. They also improve your focus. Some of you in this room may be aware of Kaplan's attention restoration theory, and essentially that posits that spending time in nature actually improves your cognitive performance. And this is where this links back into the MBA, because improving performance is a managerial imperative. Spending time in nature improves your cognitive performance. I believe that in the new normal post-COVID, enabling your team to have access to genuine nature experiences is a managerial imperative. And so that's why, as part of the Wattle Fellowship, I decided to take MBS to the Royal Botanic Gardens. Now, you may not know this, but RBG actually has an entire team of scientists who work on nature connection science and the impact that nature can have on health and well-being. So we took a group of 18 MBA students to RBG to learn all about this, and it was a wonderful day, and the students left feeling really inspired. It sort of created a snowball effect. So I had people saying, I want more of this. We've formed a club. We have a club of students who are sustainable business enthusiasts, and we're actually organising a follow-on event for spring once the weather is a little bit better. And what's even better is the faculty were actually really impressed by this demand. And so the faculty have really taken it up, and they're looking at how they can embed sustainability into the curriculum, embed nature connection into the curriculum. They're working with the students on that. And they even organised a Nature Connection Day seminar for us, which happened just 2 weeks ago. So that's been a really fantastic thing to see that this nature connection is being taken up more passionately by the MBS community. So my key takeaways for everybody in the room here today, most of you probably work in office environments. If you're working from home, some really practical stuff you can do: get a houseplant, because it will literally pay dividends. Even better, you could actually open your front door and take a step outside, go into nature. If you are working from the office, get your team involved as well and actually go and have a walking meeting outside, because it's going to be good for all of you. Because just remember, from little things, big things grow. My ask of everyone in the room here today is to connect with nature in whatever way you choose, which will enhance your own health, your well-being, and ultimately your performance. And for those in the room who may have direct reports or managerial responsibilities, I've got a challenge to posit for you, which is I really encourage you to think about what are the ways that you can empower your team to help them thrive. Thank you.